Eight, seven, six, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Good evening and welcome to the 12th dimension. I'm joined by the wonderful Alex Lovelock.
Oh, thank you.
Should we tell them that you live in his shed in Rendlesham?
Yeah.
So Alex moved out of his house. He lives in his shed in the middle of Rendlesham Forest, and he goes hunting UFOs with his UFO hunting stick. And that's pretty much it, isn't it?
Yeah, it's kind of.
I can't resist.
No, I love that intro. The little girl in the forest, she looks like the little girl I used to get photographs of when I was in there.
Ooh.
I didn't send those over, did I? No.
If you can, during the stream, then I can put them up if you want.
Don't know where they are. Just
don't send them dodgy ones again. We'll be all right.
Yeah. Oh, dear, oh, Lord.
Anyway, welcome to the show. Thanks for joining.
Thank you.
About time you come on mine, anyway.
That's all right. I've been waiting for an interview. I don't push people, you know.
Just turn up one day, you'll be all right. Just push everyone out of the way. Right, so you do mediumship. I'll talk a little bit about it. You do mediumship. You do seances and all that as well, don't you?
Well, be honest. After COVID, there's a story in that as well. But before, in 2019, I was working doing. Oh God, I'll change. I was looking at myself.
It's right. I just want you around. So it's just where the camera is, so I can make it look like I'm looking at you.
Thought it was a trick then. And I was out working one night.
Yeah.
I thought I don't want to do this anymore. And the reason I did is because I said no one wants to listen to what we have to say. That's them upstairs and me.
Yeah.
All they wanted their messages, you see. And I thought, And then, as it happens, lockdown happened.
Yeah.
So that got me out of that one. And then in the end of 2021, I apparently had COVID. I was quite ill. And I came out of hospital and I was at my daughter's. This daughter's a Christmas Day. And a man on the other side stood in front of me. Yeah. And he put like a barrier between me, and then he showed me mediums, live ones, not dead ones.
Oh, right.
Live ones.
Yeah.
And he said, we don't want you with them anymore.
Oh,
And it's like it's gone. It's just like it's a bit. I'm still getting stuff through for me,
yeah.
but I've got that sort of desire to go out and do anything. It's not there.
But it's like it's been removed. Is that how it feels?
They just said they didn't want me to, and I've got other thoughts on why they don't want me to do it.
Yeah.
One is we've got time for my explanation.
Yeah, we've got all night. Don't worry about it.
Well, one reason is because the way I used to carry on, because it was more of a bit of a comedy show, really.
Right.
And I think with all this nonsense, with all this woke stuff and whatever, I probably could have got myself into trouble.
Right.
And the other thing is, people don't get it. When you're working properly, it's where I offend people, no doubt. I didn't know what was happening, so I didn't get message. It just sort of comes out. Right. And if it's somebody's old granddad or something, they're not into all this wokey, PC stuff, are they? They say it as it is or as it was.
Yeah.
And someone said, I just don't think, and people don't understand that, and then someone could say, "Oh, I'm offended" or whatever, and I could end up in trouble.
Ah.
And other people who know me said the same. That's just one reason, maybe.
Yeah.
And the other was, I think they moved me on, and I started up started up with my show, my things, House and Sounds Cabinet.
Yeah.
And I've done a couple of odd jobs, but I've got no great desire to go out there anymore.
Right. Fair enough.
Yeah.
Did you not miss it?
That's what I mean. It's
like it just never happened, sort of thing.
It did. I think about it, but it's not like I'm hankering after it.
Right.
Then I've got other things going on.
Yeah.
Which are probably, and I do feel that something's going to happen in this spiritist movement. I know it is. I don't know what it is. With what's going on in this nutty world of ours, it's.
Well, it could be anything, couldn't it?
Could be. But that's how I feel. And but I went out and did a talk Tuesday.
Yeah, I seen the post that you put up on Facebook.
Yeah.
Down in Lowestoft, wasn't it?
Lowestoft, yeah. It was a friend of mine. It was his gig, but he couldn't do it. So, and I've done them before, and I've given messages for them, but I just didn't. No.
Not feel it.
No.
Strange, isn't it?
And I don't ever listen to anybody, but when this spirit guy said that's it, I thought I'm gonna listen to what you're saying. But who knows? Never say never. No.
It could all come back tomorrow.
Could do, but I don't intend going out.
No.
You
never know.
No, you don't know with this game. I left it as easy as I come into it, really.
Yeah. No, fair enough. So,
go on.
Sorry, go on. No, that's right.
I can't remember what the question was now.
All right. Joe, I don't even know. Not got a clue. I was going to say, should we talk about the faces, the changing?
What, Small Faces, the group, or Rod Stewart, or
whatever you want?
Those faces, those faces.
Faces, yeah.
Yeah.
So,
have you got pictures of them?
Yeah.
Some pictures, didn't I?
Do you want me to put them on? Do you want me to put them on now?
Yeah. I'm not used to being this side,
I know, it's weird, isn't it?
Yeah.
Very weird. Right, so all these photos are you, aren't they?
Yeah, can't see them, but they are.
No, that's right.
Oh my God, yeah.
Oh, you did ask.
No, I can't. No, you got a girlfriend.
You could be Bigfoot on that because of how blurry it is.
But these photos were taken by somebody I look like a murderer there. Look, someone said I look like Tony Blackburn.
Yeah, but look at
All these photos were taken in the other room. They weren't doing any kind of mediumship, nothing. They just happened. And someone asked me a couple of weeks ago, how do you sit for this transfiguration? I said, well, I don't know. It just happens. Yeah. I mean, I've got other stuff. I do so much stuff. I didn't know what you wanted. And
no, just throw everything in if you want.
And it's really weird, because there's no warning. I mean, I wasn't doing mediumship. I was sitting in there, just minding my own business, and she taking some pictures. I don't know if I'd got out a cabinet. I don't think I had.
Yeah.
But these things happen, and the scary thing is, you go around Morrison's or somewhere.
I was going to say about the supermarkets.
Yeah, and they look probably. I'll just think, it must be more good looks. But I'm just wondering. Do you change? Could that happen? And could it happen anytime?
Yeah.
And it's a bit scary. But I can't walk around with a mirror looking at myself all the time, can I?
No. Well, the thing, I know you've got more photos than this. These are just the ones
got stack one.
But these weren't that long ago either, were they?
No, maybe a couple of years just before the COVID thing. Yeah.
Oh, it's not that long. Sorry. Yeah, I was going to jump on that one in a minute, but
you see, but they're all at the same day.
Yeah, I know they are blurry, but even without the blurred or out of focus or anything, you still look like a different person in each photograph.
Yeah, but when you transfigure or when you're overshadowed, it will blur.
Yeah, because it's the vibrations, isn't it?
Yeah. But I've got other stuff in the cabinet, and where you expect things to happen, but I didn't quite expect that.
No. Strange, isn't it?
But I was sitting in a circle a couple of years ago, physical circle, friend's house, and I feel we're all led by someone from the past, the medium. And I was in there one day, and a guy walked in, and I thought that's D. Hume, Daniel Douglas Hume,
right?
Who's a Scottish medium, and we had a similar beginnings in a way. And I'm half Scottish anyway, but he came from Edinburgh. Anyway, a little while later, I was doing a gig, and I think it was either before lockdown or anyway, I went off and did this thing.
Yeah.
And in a restaurant.
Right.
And there was a couple of women I'd never seen them before. They were Scottish, Edinburgh. And as I'm talking to it was the daughter actually.
Yeah.
Behind her, because I see who I'm working with, by the way. Got to it. I do actually see who I'm with. And behind this young woman stood a Scotsman. Quite big. He had told her the tartan, the colour and everything. She said, no, I can't take it. Next morning I got up and something on Facebook or on the channel, Sean Connery had passed away that night.
Right.
And I thought, well, why would Sean Connery come and see us?
Yeah.
But in this particular place, I'd seen Oliver Cromwell look-alike. There was lots of things in there.
Yeah.
And I wondered if it was D.D. Hume. And D.D. Hume used to do a lot of gigs in South London as well. Not far from where I lived, back in the 1800s, this is. Anyway, I thought, well, if he is with me and he is doing this transfiguration or anything, I'll have to be careful, because I like table tipping and all of that sort of stuff, levitation, see? And he was into that. But the only problem with D.D. Hume is one evening he was in a room with these people.
Yeah.
And they said, "Oh, you say you can do this and that." So he went next door, opened the window. He's 3 stories up, 3 floors up.
Right.
And he was outside their window. As they looked out the window, he was there, levitated outside the window.
Oh.
And I think this is why I only work on the ground floor, because I don't like heights. So if he is working, I make sure. Honestly, yeah, he was out the window.
No tricks or nothing. No.
We're talking about
things,
1840, 80, 50, something very long time.
Oh, right. So like nearly 200 years ago then.
But he even opened the window to get back in again. Obviously, people will say, "Oh, he was doing this, he was doing that," because because they all think what we do is trickery.
Yeah.
Which we don't.
No.
But yeah, so I've had dealings with him. And probably a few others. But as for the Transfiguration, I don't know who that could be.
Could be different ones each time,
It
couldn't
could
they?
be.
So have you ever done levitation? Whether knowingly or
Only with the table.
Yeah.
Even I can't really get that right off the ground. But
right.
I have it moving around.
Yeah.
I've done it in next door in the other room, and I don't do much when I'm on my own because I'm a bit of a wuss. I'll be honest, and I don't encourage them too much. But to get the full levitation, no, never really quite done that. But it's interesting.
Yeah. So do you do it on your own, or do you have other people there with you?
No, I did it here one day to film it.
Oh, right.
Just because I thought, well, people think it's all fake, and the table was going well, but I just couldn't get it to levitate off the floor.
That little bit.
No, but sometimes it could be 5 or 6 of us. A friend of mine a couple of weeks ago, she said to me, she watched us. I think you was on, and she said to me afterwards. She said in the comments that she did it with me. I think it was a big table. It was probably 6 people, and it pushed her into the wall. Actually pushed the table.
Yeah.
Pushed her into the wall. So it's all interesting.
Yeah, I've got a couple of questions just in relation to what we've been talking about.
Okay.
So just need to quickly go through them.
I can't see any.
I'm going to pop it up now. I was just checking which one, because there's some that we can do after. So Ancient Ruby is asking, can Alex describe in his own words what a medium is?
Not really.
Fair enough.
See, if once I start talking, it gets a bit long drawn out. It started when I was 4.
Yeah.
I went through a lot of stuff, believe me. You don't want to go through. And I didn't even think about mediumship, but my grandmother was a medium. By the way. And I don't know, I've always been interested in like some spooky stuff. And I went to a church one evening, and a voice said to me out of the wall, "You're going to do this." And I thought, that's them old biddies on the door,
Right.
They've got a tape recorder. Someone never, and he said again, I tried sitting in a circle, couldn't get on with it because I wanted things to happen there and then.
Yeah.
And then I was introduced to a woman, took me under a wing, and within 6 months she had me up working with her on the platform.
Yeah.
But it wasn't something I was looking for. I was out playing my guitar or something,
Yeah.
But I was. And then, I don't know, then one day I just got these phone calls, will you come and work for us? And that's it. As for what it is, what I'm trying to say is I didn't find it difficult. I didn't have to sit in they sit in these circles, go on these courses, pay hundreds of pounds. I didn't have to do any of that.
Right.
So I feel
It's
that
natural.
I must have had it, all my life.
Yeah.
Which is why I went through such a lot when I was young.
Right.
And then I realised that I could do these messages.
Yeah.
And so it was quite difficult at first. But then I realised, in the end, I was just standing up doing, and it's like some kind of trance type thing, I suppose. And they just, I didn't have to try; it just come.
Yeah.
And it was accurate stuff, and I just took it from there. And when I finished, it stopped.
Yeah.
But what is a medium? A medium is somebody who can, or the spirit people can, I suppose, get into your thoughts, get into your mind.
Yeah.
And relay the message from the spirit person.
You use you like a conductor,
if you like. And I'm not going to go on about mediums and whatever is going on out there. But there was no control really. It just came in. I was getting messages at first, so I was getting like visions, pictures.
Yeah.
But in the end, it was just coming. I didn't have to do anything.
Right.
And but each time I went up there, I was nervous. I was so nervous. You can't imagine what it feels like. But that is all the medium is. It's between us, our world, their world, and you're the one in the middle.
You're the one connecting it all together.
You're the one connecting it. But I'm not going to go on about what I feel about mediumship, because I do that all the time, start moaning about everything. But it's not as it was.
No.
And when you look back at the past, at the older mediums, it was awesome stuff. But something I didn't ask to do, I was too scared of it.
Yeah.
Because of what happened when I was a kid and in my teens.
Yeah.
I wouldn't get involved with this, And I do feel that they were harassing me all from a young age.
Right.
That's how I feel about it.
So do you think, sorry, I was just going to say, so do you think that they was contacting you at such an early age because they knew that you had this gift to do the communicating? Yeah.
And when I was growing up in the 1800s or whatever it is, I don't know how old I am. No, but when you had no one to turn to. You couldn't talk about it.
Yeah.
And there was no internet or anything, and I just had to go along with it, but I didn't know what it was.
Right.
Right.
Well, we've got a question. I don't know if you want to answer it or not, but it's from Rick Allen, and he's asking what happened in his teens.
What happened in my teens? Well, it probably seems nothing to anybody listening to this, but I after my mum passed, she passed when I was 13.
Right.
And the old man was he was a drummer in a dance band as well.
Oh, right.
I wouldn't know what that was now, would they? Anyway, it was what they call a dance band. And so I was left alone quite a lot from 13, 14.
Yeah.
And there was just things happening all the time. And it started off a few bangs. I remember getting kicked down the stairs.
Right.
And there was so much going on, lights going on and off, all sorts of things. And sometimes my mates were there, so I had witnesses to this.
Yeah.
But one of the freakiest things was I come home one day, and there was a dinner table. Dinner table was laid out.
Right.
Plates, cups. I thought, well, I didn't do that. The old man didn't do it. Milk in the cups, all sorts. And it was getting freakier and freakier. And I can't explain. I was terrified, to be honest. It doesn't sound much when you're speaking about it on here or anywhere, but to actually go through this torment, because that's what it was.
Well, yeah, because if you're there and you're living it, it's going to be a bit different than just chatting about it.
Well, the rumour was that some old guy hung himself out in the back somewhere, in the back garden somewhere.
Right.
But when I was 16, the old bill came round. Nothing new there, obviously.
Yeah.
But when the law came round, they were detectives.
Yeah.
And my old man said, "You've got to come down here." Oh, what have I done there? You know, what now?
Yeah. What now?
Yeah, what now?
What for being caught for?
I'm innocent, officer. I thought I was riding around illegally on a 700cc motorcycle. I was only 15. Anyway,
Right.
but that's by the by. I'm not like that now. Anyway,
You don't get caught anymore.
Well, actually, talking about that, I got on this thing because I thought, how am I going to stop it? Well, lucky enough, a neighbour's car was up ahead. I went straight into it.
All right. Oh, that's one way of doing it.
That was my first experience. But anyway, that's by the by. Anyway, this copper, my old man said, "Have you heard, son?" I said, "Heard what?" He said, "They reckon there's dead bodies under the floor." I thought, what? And the road I was living in, obviously it was in London, other roads, but they came to us first because it's probably must be the worst area. And over this last few months, I've been thinking about all this, what I went through.
Yeah.
And I'm wondering if there was somebody buried under the floor who was causing all this grief. But I can tell you now, it affected me big time. Even now, I'm quite jumpy.
Yeah.
And I was talking to Janet, who, I don't know if anyone on here has ever heard of the Enfield poltergeist.
Yes.
Oh, well, I used to talk to Janet.
Ah.
And I mean, what she went through was a lot worse than I went through.
Yeah.
But mine, I think, was from a longer time. It started when I was about 4.
Yeah.
And it certainly has an effect on you. And all I can say is it's terrifying. I can't tell you all the things a long time ago, but I know, you know, sometimes you was pushed in the chair, you couldn't move. It was awful. And it was constant.
Right. Daily.
It was constant. And I had a Sony twin tape thing, like a Reeboks machine, like we used to use in the recording studios.
Oh, right. Yeah.
I used to set it and try and get the voices on the tape back in the 70s. This is.
Yeah.
But I didn't have any luck.
Nothing.
No.
It's always the way, though, isn't it?
Yeah, it's
try and get somewhere, it just doesn't happen.
But I can't tell you, so much happened.
Yeah.
And it's a long time to go through this sort of stuff.
Oh, yeah, can you imagine?
And then Linda and me got married and we stayed in this house.
Yeah.
And she was a witness to a lot of stuff. Well, we moved. We moved to this place, flat, upstairs. Nothing upstairs. New cooker. And she said, "Oh, thank God it's over." And with that, the, what do they call it, the grill pan flew out the cooker. I thought, I just can't get rid of it.
So as soon as you said that, it started again.
It came out and it was dumps upstairs, and I thought, I just can't believe this. They're with me. Well, I suppose they're here now. I don't know.
Yeah. Right.
I can't really say much more because it's, it sounds nothing now, but
yeah,
I can assure you.
Yeah, at the time.
It was terrifying.
Yeah.
And I still get, even here now, I get jumpy.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. Right, I've got a couple of questions for you. It's up to you if you want to answer them or not. I'm going to work backwards because it's just about what you was talking about. Okay. So the first one is from Ancient Ruby, and she's asking, is Alex clairaudient, clairsentient, clairvoyant, or seer? Or all of the above?
Yeah, I've never had to answer these questions before. It's normally me asking things. It's awkward, isn't it? Well, clairvoyant is clear seeing.
Yeah.
So yeah, I see. The clear sense, that's when you hear them, isn't it?
Sentiment.
Clear audience, what's that? I suppose I must say.
Oh, I think audience is
It must be a
the
voice.
ear.
Yeah. I've had all three.
All three at the same time or on different occasions?
Well, my first time in Rendlesham Forest.
Yeah.
It was about, I think, 10 or 12 was in there. Never been there before.
Yeah.
And a man said to me, "Would you please leave the ancients and aliens alone?" And that wasn't in my head, that was outside. So that's clear audience, isn't it? Clairsentience is
I think that's where you feel
I think that's where you
energy
feel them,
shift
isn't it?
and all that kind of
I
stuff.
do get that. I do get that. And you can feel them come in really strong and powerful.
Yeah.
And clairvoyant is, yeah, where you see. So I've had all three. I feel quite blessed, really, in some ways.
Yeah. No, cool. Thank you.
Don't ask me too many quick technical things. I mean,
no. They get easy now.
when it went to
Right,
secondary modern.
Right, next one is from Rick Ellen again. So he's asking, does Alex think it's right to charge money for channeling?
Fantastic question. I've been slagged off. I've been called things. I've been called a hobbyist and this and this and that because I don't make money.
Right.
I'm not saying I haven't. Most I've ever taken is probably a tenner, or if I've done a gig somewhere, but pay my petrol.
Yeah, and you get paid for doing. Yeah.
And you don't actually get. I used to say, I've given my petrol money and money for a McDonald's or something on the way home.
Yeah.
Charging money, I've got this thing about money, and whether that's from a past life, which we'll probably going to sometime, I don't know. But I've never really been very good with taking money from people, and I might get a tenner,
Yeah.
but I can't charge 50, 60 quid. And what people don't need to think, I used to do these what they call it, reading days.
Oh yeah.
For some spiritualist church. And I was there one day, and I've never really felt comfortable doing this stuff. And I was giving this woman messages from the other side. She said, "I don't want that. I don't want all this nonsense I want now." So the best thing is go and get you. I don't tell her what I said, but run along. And and you have to sometimes realise, what do people want? Do you want psychic stuff? Do you want your granny coming through?
Yeah.
And I'm not so good at that psychic stuff anyway, but that's not what I do. And how can you say to somebody, I want whatever much, 30, 40, 50 quid, I don't know, and give them not what they want?
Yeah.
So I'd rather not do it.
Yeah. So do you agree with other people doing that or not? Or do you think it's down to the person that's doing it in the first place?
I'm probably going to upset some people tonight.
It's fine.
But I look on Facebook and I think everyone's a medium. Everyone's this. And for some reason, I'm sure, I might be wrong, but I think a lot of people do think I'm going to make a few quid out of this.
Yeah.
I don't know, I'm not really into money. I ain't got any, but I don't know, I just do it.
Yeah. No, I know what you mean. Yeah.
I was asked to go to this old girl's house a couple of years ago over in Ipswich.
Yeah.
A friend of mine, she was a hairdresser. So, well, this old girl she hadn't got long with this well, I was told. And he's gone. He's had enough of me already, look.
No, I was just itching my hair, but I was doing it off camera.
And she wanted to see me, but not for a reading. She just wanted to talk to me about spirit.
Yeah.
Anyway, I was chatting away, and all of a sudden these two people burst in. That's it. You're a con man. Anyway, tops up, it was a son and daughter.
Right.
I said, that's it. I'm off. And the old girl said to me, no, you're not going. I want you here.
Right.
And I explained, hey, you're after her money. This is anyway. I got quite upset about that because I've been called a lot of things, but I'm not a thief, and I certainly won't try and rip someone off.
Yeah.
Anyway, I said that these two shot off. They're a very funny couple, if you ask me. But anyway, and I said to the woman, I don't want nothing. So she gave me a book.
Right.
I said, fine. But that's what people think, that we're all after their money. But you do what you want to do. You know, it's not up to me to say to somebody what you should and shouldn't do. But I would say be very careful, because and you want to make sure they either want psychic or do they want mediumship.
Yeah.
But that's just my opinion. And I've been told that I give mediums a bad name because I don't charge.
Because I've been to 2 mediums in my life. First one was probably about 30 years ago. Paid a £5. That was a place in Bolton before I moved down here. And then the second one was probably about 7 years ago. No, about 9 years ago now. And that was 40 quid.
Mm.
So that's like half an hour, 40 minutes reading.
As long as you're happy with what you get, that's fine.
Well, some of the stuff that I was told, I'm not going to go into it, it's all personal stuff. On both occasions, unless you'd been living in the family home for the last 10, 20 years, there's no way you'd know that information. So I was quite impressed with it. Not everything, but there's a few things that stuck out.
Yeah, it's just me. Maybe it's just that I don't have that much confidence, maybe. I ain't that confident. I may come across it, but I'm not really. And I just feel that money comes in the way, gets in the way.
Yeah.
Just my opinion.
Yeah, no, grateful for it. Thank you. All right. So I'm just checking.
Is everyone going home?
No. There's a few questions, but I want to do some of them in the second half because obviously I want to talk about Rendlesham and what have you.
Yeah, that's more like it.
Yeah. So I want to get these ones out of the way first and then come back to the Rendlesham's one after. Sorry, let me just check. Right, there's 3 questions from... Right, there's 5 questions about mediumship and what you've just been talking about. So I'll do them first, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
So the first one is from Miss Gilly B. Hello. What is the most terrifying experience Alex has had in relation to mediumship? Thanks.
I don't think I've had anything whilst doing the mediumship. I still get experiences here, but not when I've been working.
Right.
If that's what Julie B is saying. Actually standing up on, I suppose the most terrifying things are people in the audience. You know, I don't really think I've ever been scared. I think I've had a lot of, we'll talk about it later, but I have had physical phenomena happen while I've been doing my mediumship.
Ah, right.
Which
okay.
didn't really frighten me. But looking back, I'm trying to think of what's frightened me.
Nothing.
I don't think so. It's always been pretty good. It's just, I think the nerves play a big part.
Yeah.
Um,
So do you find they ease or get worse when you're doing the mediumship?
when actually doing it, I don't feel too bad. I said to a friend of mine, I used to sometimes go out and do stuff together, and I said, what frightens you the most? Walking into a room or a hall with 10, 100 people, whatever, or watching them come in. And she said, walking into it. With me, I was the other way around. I was watching people come in. I was thinking, oh my God. And I used to get really, really nervous. But once I got up there, there was times I remember working in a spiritualist church once, and I think it was a church, and I had stage fright.
Right.
That was, you think doing what I've done all my life, but I actually froze as people came in. I was actually on the platform.
Yeah.
And I think I've had that about 3 times. That was
I could never do anything like that.
A bit like an actor freezing up,
Yeah.
So I've been nervous, but I don't think anything really bad's ever happened. That's some funny things happen.
Yeah. No, cheers.
How are we doing so far? Am I doing okay?
Yeah, it's all good. 40 minutes. It's still, everyone's in the chat and still asking questions. Right. So these next 4 from Rick. So the first one is, can't speak.
Yes.
Does Alex have guides?
Yeah. I don't know if he's still here, but I used to have a Templar, Knights Templar with me. Big geezer he was. French geezer. And I've seen him a few times, and I've seen some other people.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you want to hear about this. When I had COVID, I didn't know I had COVID.
Right.
Talking about guides.
Yeah.
And I live here on my own. And I didn't know what was wrong. I didn't feel ill until right the last knockings. And this may sound a bit hard to believe, but anyone who knows me, I don't make things up. No point.
No.
And I was in the other room, and sitting there in the middle, and things were not going too well. And I looked round one day, and this may sound far-fetched, all about guides, and next to me was a man.
Right.
I don't mean in my head. I mean, it was a man.
Sat at the side here.
And I went, who are you? As you do,
Yeah.
And he looked to me like he was kind of Middle Eastern.
Right.
Dark tan,
Yeah.
Oh. I looked to the right of me.
Yeah.
And I could see like a tube. And in that tube were spirit people. I think my mum was one of them. I thought, what's going on? And I was getting, I don't know what things was going bad, the worst really. This guy sat with me, and I got the guy's name was Peter, telepathically. Yeah. This may sound complete nonsense to anyone listening to this. No, I wasn't drinking. I wasn't doing anything else. So he sat with me for 4 days. He sat with me for 4 days.
Oh, remember you telling me this?
I was gradually getting worse. And then people in the spirit people in the tube, the coldest thing about it. Anyway, it came to a point where I said to myself, I'll never get my body in that tube. But then I know it's only my spirit. And I just said, I think I want to go now. So I'd had it.
Right.
I think it was on the Saturday or Sunday. Across the room to me were other people.
Right.
And they were like communicating with this guide. That's right. And the Sunday, he'd gone. Monday morning, my youngest daughter, drove 130 miles to get to me And I
Yeah.
was on the floor. I think I would have had another hour or so. And the paramedic was working on me. Got me into intensive care.
Yeah.
Well, that next day, I was in intensive care, and the nurse said to me, "You put the shits up me last night." I said, "Why? What have I done?"
Yeah.
She said, "Something about a little girl roaming around. Spirit." I thought that's good.
Yeah.
The next day, they were doing something, and I woke. You know where they're trying to pull things out of my arm,
Right.
and one went, "I bet you thought we were aliens, didn't you?" I mean, what's been going on?
What have you been talking about?
What's going on here? Anyway, they kicked me out there, put me in a room on my own. But getting back to guides, yeah. So I've had this Templar. I've had this Peter who sat with me for 4 days.
Ah.
Yeah, that was a real close call.
I know you was ill at the time when he was there, but did you communicate with him much?
I think so.
Do you know?
No word, not spoken. But I was so ill.
Right.
I really couldn't care, to be honest. I know it sounds daft, but
he's at that point where
I don't know what to say. Really,
right.
I couldn't eat. I didn't eat anything. I can't explain.
Right.
But the tube and the people and or the tunnel, I suppose people call it.
Yeah.
They weren't hallucinating, but it's strange that he vanished on the Sunday. On Monday, I was whisked off to hospital.
Ah.
But I was prepared to go, and that's not being suicidal or anything like that. I just thought, this is stupid. What am I hanging? What I can't do it. I've had it, you know. Yeah. And that was it. But the funny thing is, the doctor come up to me.
Yeah.
And he said, "I can't believe how quick you got over this." Well, I didn't got over it, but pulled through.
Yeah.
Within sort of 10 days, I was out, ready to fight the next battle. I suppose whatever we do, you know.
Do you know why the recovery was so quick after you being so ill? Do you think that was got anything to do with what was going on?
Well, when they put me in this room, because during this COVID, you didn't share a ward, did you?
No.
Apparently. No, I was in this room, and I looked over. I hadn't been in there long, and there was a man in a bed, but the bed was like tipped up a bit, and he had pajamas on. Now, I ain't wore pajamas since I was, God knows, 14, I suppose.
Yeah.
Don't get too excited out there. And but around his stomach, or around his waist, he had the name Lovelock.
Ah.
Oh, anyway, I'm just getting into this now.
Yeah.
And a bloody doctor walked in, and that was it. But it looked like something from these concentration camp people, in the 40s.
Yeah.
It was like that. It was like someone in one of these old beds with these.
With like the stripy pajamas and.
They're stripy type things.
Yeah.
With this name around him. And the doctor came in and he said, "God, you've done well." And I thought, well, I wish you hung on for another 5 minutes, Doc.
Yeah.
But nurses come up to me and they said, "What is it you do?" I said, "What?" "Well, you do. What do you do?" I said, "What do you mean, what do I do? I don't do anything." "Yes, you do." I said, "Oh, go and look on YouTube." And they did just go off.
Yeah.
And I'm surprised they didn't have the psychiatric department up after me, to be honest. This is nutcase up there seeing spirits and aliens, and now he's got this YouTube stuff. The bloke's nuts. But as I left, they said I was one of the most entertaining patients they've ever had. So
there you go.
Hey. Rock on.
Yeah.
But that's it. That was my guides. But there are obviously others who look after you all the time.
Right. I'm just looking. Got 10 minutes ish to the break. Right, do this one next. Sorry, go on. What was you going to say?
No, have I gone on too much?
No, not at all.
Do I have a faith?
Yeah. So Rick Allen's asking, does Alex have a faith?
Hello,
Follow
Rick.
him?
No, I don't.
No.
No, I don't really. They talk about Christians, spiritualists, and all that. Well, the Christians,
Yeah.
I've had arguments with Christians because they don't like what I do.
Yeah.
Well, I was brought up that way. But then I look at this guy who I would say was Middle Eastern, so he could have been anything, could have been Christian, could have been a Muslim, who knows what he was.
Yeah.
But I think I don't really. Personally, I work with everybody.
Yeah.
I don't care what you are, you know, if you believe in something. But I was obviously brought up with that. But I think what turned me, some guy was doing this healing on me when I first come into this.
Yeah.
I remember an Arabic gentleman came in to like my vision, if you like.
Yeah.
And then you see that, and then you look at this North American Indians, there's all sorts of people that we work with. And so I don't really see the point of religion.
No.
I don't know. I might be wrong.
I don't know. I just don't get it, but I'm not going down that road.
No, I don't. You know, I used to have to when I you have to do these hymns and all that, which is another reason I stopped doing the churches, because I thought this is just, it's really not for me. It's not. I don't really see what religion has to do with any of it.
Yeah.
Each to their own.
No.
Each to their own.
Yeah, it's down to the person, isn't it? What they believe in. No one can make them believe or not believe.
But they do try and drum.
Yeah, I was going to say that people do try, but you've got to be strong willed, haven't you? And
you just got to look at it and think, well, this don't really make sense, because I'm getting. Forget what the guy who sat with me, but I've had all sorts of different people come through.
Yeah.
And but maybe I'm wrong. People make say I'm wrong. I don't know.
No, it's all good anyway. Right. So,
in fact, I'll tell you this. I've got to show you this.
Oh, go on.
Well, someone bought me this a long time ago. It's cross.
Yeah.
And then someone bought me this as well. See, so I got both.
Good and bad.
And that is it. I'm not taking any chances.
No. You're covered by both sides.
So yeah, I've got both things going there. No, I think I like them actually. A bit weird, but I like them.
Right. We'll do 2 quick questions. Do this one from Rick. It's kind of a question, but not at the same time. Did Alex know Transfiguration is in the Bible? Jesus, no less.
No. God, don't even go there.
You do.
I don't know. To be honest, I mean, I was sent to Sunday school like every kid was.
Yeah.
Never seen so many curtains closed on a Sunday afternoon. That's exactly why I don't do the platform anymore, because it's stupid people say. But it's true. We used to get bunged off to Sunday school.
Yeah.
And the only thing that used to interest me was the Old Testament. I thought that was real paranormal stuff, that. Even when I was about 5 or 6. Wow, all this bushes and all this sort of stuff. I didn't know there was Transfiguration, no.
Now you do.
I know. I'm glad I've come on here now. Who did the Transfiguration? Did it say Jesus?
Jesus.
Did he really?
Apparently so.
No, I mean, good company then.
Yeah, there you go. You might be your next guest.
Yeah.
Right. Sorry. Right, next question.
You shouldn't make a joke about that.
No, I wasn't.
I was adopted, right?
Right.
And my birthday is March the 12th.
Right.
Well, my biological mother and all that got in touch with me. And March the 12th passed. It was only a few years ago. And she phoned me and I said, thanks for the birthday card. What do you mean, darling? What birthday card? Oh no, she said. You was born Easter Sunday. I said, I must be the Messiah.
Yeah.
So I don't know when I was born.
Ah, right.
I have 2 birthdays like the Queen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I said I'm going to start having 2 birthdays because mine's end of January and it's crap because it's middle of winter.
Mm,
I want one like end of July, beginning of August.
yeah.
Nice.
Well,
summer.
I don't know when I was buying got a
Oh.
clue. Don't really matter, does it?
No. You're as old as you feel, so just go with that.
Yeah, just go with that one.
Right. Right. Next one from Miss Gilly B or Gilly B. I don't know how you pronounce it, but
Yes,
she's
I
got
do.
both.
Yeah, I do. I think we've all,
You-
we've all, oh,
Do you
we've all,
believe everyone has a spirit guide?
yeah, I think we all have.
Yeah.
I do feel we've all got somebody looking after us. You know, I've had 2 NDEs now.
Yeah.
The first one, I used to drive trucks,
Right.
and I had a brand new. Let's just say I had a fairly new motor. I wasn't going to say what it was in case someone's listening on it from an insurance company.
Right.
It caught fire.
Oh.
And I was in it and I couldn't get out. And anyway, something I don't know, I got out somehow, but I was just watching everything in front, like surreal. Everything was just flames everywhere. And I went to a spiritualist church. Nobody knew me. And a medium said, "Oh, your mum's here. Tell me." She's saying about you was in that fire and she had to round up the troops to get you out.
Yeah.
So we must have guides with us all the time, mustn't we?
Yeah, we've got. Yeah, there must be something.
Must we? So I do think so. Say whether they make themselves known, and they don't have to be not Red Indians or American Indians, or they could be anybody.
It could be something not from this plane.
Exactly. And the funny thing is, my friend Christine today was talking about something to do with aliens and being in tubes. I said that's really strange because what I saw was in a tube, which I found it's a bit interesting actually. So yeah, we've all got guides. We've all got somebody who looks after us and keeps us out of trouble.
Yeah.
Mm.
Strange, isn't it?
Mm.
So I don't know what's more scary, knowing that we've got all these. If we have got all these guides around us, and they're watching us all the time, or thinking that we haven't got anything around us and we're here doing it on our own.
Well, I moved to this. If we've got time for this, a few years ago, I gave a woman a reading, some old girl.
Yeah.
And this man appeared. Anyway, she couldn't take him. And I was about to move into this bungalow.
Right.
And as I looked, after a few days, looked out, and outside in the garden area was this man. Same suit and everything, and he had a woman and a kid with him.
Right.
And again, you know, I went somewhere and this medium said, "There's a young girl hangs around with you. She's only happy when you're in your studio, and when you're playing guitar and music." That kid is still with me now. And a few months ago, I did one of my Sunday night lives. I don't know if might be talking about Dave Bowie or something, or I can't remember now.
Right.
I went in the other room, and one of my guitars, every string had been slackened off. I don't.
Oh yeah, you said
it was all undone.
Yeah, and because you were saying you live on your own, and there's no way anyone else been in and done it.
If I don't have anyone with me now, but if I did, if there's a picture of them, she threw it across the room. Very jealous. She's only about 10.
Yeah, so that's a little girl, isn't it? You said
that's a little kid. Yeah,
because so your moderator Elaine, hasn't she seen it sat in your chair or stood behind you or something?
Yeah, she saw. We was in there.
Yeah,
and doing a stream yard, and she said a woman was here, sat by the chair. She was just looking. I don't know who's in it, to be honest.
Yeah.
I don't know, but there's a lot of funny things happen. I say all my life. I just kind of, but when you get a guitar and the strings are like hanging off, and they weren't before you started this, then something.
Yeah.
And this is when I get the ump with them, and I say just leave my stuff on.
Yeah, sort of.
Yeah, leave my stuff. I was supposed to meet Elaine a few months ago at Rendlesham Forest. Can't find my keys. There was a crash in the bathroom. Nothing moved. 20 minutes, I'm sweating cobs in here. Where's he? They were tucked down. This is where association of thoughts.
Yeah.
There was some bath towels. And I put my hand down, and then keys were right down amongst the towels. So, in other words, it's like someone saying, Bash, think of the bathroom.
Yeah.
Watch you running around like an idiot. Think, towels, and there's my keys. It's like a game.
Yeah, I was going to say hide and seek.
And I'm too old for games. But there we are.
Yeah. Right. So just before we do go for a break, so this is from Rick. So about the Transfiguration, he said to tell Alex it's in the book of Mark, chapter 9.
Hang on. Let me a bit of paper here.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm interested in all that stuff. Chapter 9. You know,
Right.
I love all that sort of stuff.
Right. Just do one more, or do a couple of quick questions before we go for the break, because I want to get this bit out of the way first.
Okay.
That's right. I'm just reading through them before I put them up.
Goes quick on here, doesn't it?
Yeah, it flies past all the time. Right, do this one from Tino. He wants to know, well, hello, Alex. Have you had any apports materialise during seances? Thanks.
Well, when I was doing the platform work, we've had apports in glasses, people in the audience. We've had, one of them was, I went to do a gig, first time, never been there before.
Yeah.
In a church. There was an organ with the lid down, not plugged in.
Yeah.
And the old girl said to me, because it's all the same thing, the pulse, whatever. What hymn do you want? I said, I don't really. Well, yeah. Well, we must. Anyway, I said, Amazing Grace, and this is the God's truth.
Yeah.
The organ went dan, 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 and it started playing. On my life. And I said,
You weren't one of them that you can program and it.
Oh, it was unplugged.
Like at the movies.
No, it wasn't plugged in. There was witnesses to this.
Yeah.
I was, I'm out of here. And another one was a guy, never seen him before. Another Sunday night, I think. He got moved to the back of the church because he was sitting in the seats of the committee or something.
Right.
A big bottle of water, and I see him with this.
Yeah.
And I'm talking to him, giving him, and he said, where's my water gone? Well, I don't know, mate. A woman went, look at that. So I wondered what she was saying, looking at what? And from underneath the table behind me rolled down this bottle of water.
Yeah.
So, I have had apports. We've had, ports, asports as well, when they give you stuff as well.
Right.
So that's not in seances. That's just doing what you call mental mediumship, if you like, or night of clairvoyance. I do miss that. I don't miss doing the messages, but I do miss the things that used to happen. And the tapping, was get bangs and taps and voices. Yeah. And one day, a woman, young bird. Can you still say that, young bird?
Well, you have done now, so.
She's giving me the old look, the evils. Yeah. What a load of rubbish. She then said to me, look what you've done. I said, what? and her mobile phone exploded in her pocket.
Oh.
And she
What,
said,
as she said it?
it exploded in her pocket. And she said to me, I said, well, I'm going home there. She said, bet your number. I said, well, I won't give you my number. You ain't got a phone, have you? And and I can tell you other things, but I'm not going to, because one is a bit, they say it's too, I'm telling you, Andy, I've had things happen, and they are funny, but I'm not going to repeat them on here because, you know.
Yeah, no, what you mean.
But this is all true. So yeah, I've had things happen at ports, as ports.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
I do miss that. The rest of it I don't miss, but I do miss that. Funny. Yeah.
The strange stuff.
Strange stuff, yeah.
Yeah. Right. Well, on that note, then we're going to do a 5-minute break.
Okay.
And then there are a couple more questions associated with this, but I can throw them in with the Rendlesham stuff.
Okay.
So we just mix it up a bit.
Yeah, whatever you want.
Yeah. So if you've got any pictures of Rendlesham or anything that you want to send over to me, if you don't have to, it's just while the break's on, and then we can put them up in the chat. And because I've got there's them other 2 photos that you sent me. I put it up by mistake before.
Yeah, that's
figure.
all right. I don't know. I'll have to have a look to see what else I've got.
Yeah, no,
I've got loads. I've got loads of stuff.
Right.
But so much of it. Do I talk too much?
Saying nothing. Can't get a word in, that's why. Nah, it's all good. It's all good, Alex.
Are you sure?
Definitely.
No, I do tend to go on a bit. I can't help it.
Fine.
I think that's a lot less. I think that's nerves.
Yeah. Makes it easy for me. The more you talk, the less I have to.
Yeah, I know, but they think he ought it, doesn't he?
Yeah. Right. Right. When I can find it. Where am I going now? Right. We'll do 5-minute break. So we'll see you then. Okay? All good.
Yeah. I'll see what I've got.
Cool. See you then.
Okay.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
And we are back.
Hi, I've got photos, but I can't find them on my computer. And the other
All
thing,
right.
well,
Tell
the
you
other
what,
things, I don't know whether.
you can hold them up to the camera if you want. I was going to say,
Yeah, okay.
If not, we'll nick you again, get you back on, and we'll be
Well,
a little bit more prepared than this one.
no, you told me you did say you were taking pictures off my Facebook, so I thought you had.
Oh no, I only got the ones with the face. Sorry,
that's all right.
I didn't explain it very well. Sorry about that.
That's all right. No, not a big deal. Might be able to show you these on the camera.
Yeah. Well, before you do that, should we talk about the other two pictures that you sent me? I don't know where I've put anything on here anymore. It's only been a week and I forgot what I'm doing. Right. So there's two photos. There's a normal photo and the other one looks like it's zoomed in.
Which one's that?
The one with the white figure. I'll put it up and then you can talk about it. So I ain't got a clue what either of them are. Right. We got this one.
Okay.
That's creepy.
Right. This was taken. I was on what they call track 10 of Rendlesham Forest.
Yeah.
And I think it was probably a half dozen of us there that day.
Yeah.
Well, that looks like some sort of druid or something in the white. There's other figures there as well, by the way.
Yeah.
And if you, only because I can see it, but on the tree, it looks like a woman's face, a head. Right on the top.
I can see. Right,
and at the bottom
few
of the
things
tree,
you can see there.
You can see the little alien at the bottom.
Yeah, I weren't sure if it's like is it pareidolia?
Someone else said that.
But I'm not saying it is. But when I get a lot of people sending me pictures, and I look at them, and I look at them on my phone, and I'll put them on the computer, and I'll print them off, and I'm looking. I'm like, I don't know what I'm looking at. I don't know what I'm looking for. I think it's just me. I can't see it. I can't see what's in that picture.
Well, at the bottom of the tree.
In this one, I can. Yeah, you can. It's on the right hand side, sticking its head round. Looks a bit like a praying mantis.
Looks like a grey.
Yeah, but it's like the head of a praying mantis. That's what it looks like to me.
And
if you go up the tree,
there's
like a little green that looks like a grey.
Can't even see that one.
So it looks like there's a pair of wooden legs hanging down.
Wooden legs.
So if you go level with the figure in white,
I think I'll see that. Yeah,
just above that, you can see what looks like a little grey.
Well, by what you call the wooden legs.
I don't know.
There's a woman's head, and you see all the features.
Yeah. See, now I can't see that.
No, but it's a.
But so where that figure is,
mm-hmm.
To the left of it, you've got the two white circles that are just off line from each other.
Yeah.
Now that looks like some sort of like a door. That looks like a doorway to me.
Okay. And I didn't put it on there, but I'll show you this in a minute. What else was there? Was something else joined onto that picture?
Yeah. So this is.
Don't know what that was. I was in the Eastgate car park at Rendlesham on my own.
Yeah.
Snapping away, just taking a few snaps. Anyway, what the hell's that? So I checked it. Thought it might be a weather balloon or something, whatever they call them. And then I look, and someone said, it's got a tail on it. It's got an eye. And I brought it up a bit closer because I'm the other side of the airfield at Rendlesham.
Yeah. Right, yeah. I know what you mean.
And it is apparently the widest airfield in Europe. so it's quite wide.
Yeah.
And then this come up, and there's all these dots around it, and I think, well, I don't get it, and I brought it up a bit closer, but I don't know what it is. Not seen it since.
Yeah. Well, Rick Allen, easiest spot. It doesn't look real. Not to say that it isn't, but it looks like a Pokemon. No, I think it looks a bit like Casper.
Oh yeah. Well, I don't know what it does, but it was there.
But it does look like it's a little body with a big head, and looks like it's got some sort of attachment, some sort of tail or something.
That's right.
But did you see it when you was taking the picture, or did you not notice whether it was there? Or
No,
not?
I saw something. I forget. I'm in the. I'm not near that.
Yeah.
And I'll just take, take pictures
Mm.
and that came up. What the hell's that? So I went to the front of the airfield by the fence.
Yeah.
Couldn't see anything. Couldn't see a weather vane thing, weather balloon, or what they call it, windsock or whatever they call it.
Oh yeah.
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 And there was nothing flying. They normally get the Apache helicopters there. There was nothing moving that day. And I'm not the sort of person who's going to put something up on Facebook and make myself look stupid.
No.
If you know what I mean. So if I think it's real, I'll show it.
Yeah. But do you think that possibly it could be a plastic bag or something, and it just looks like
No,
that?
it's too big.
I don't know.
No,
I can't work out the size of it,
it's too
to
big.
be honest.
But why would a plastic bag be floating across the airfield? I mean,
Right.
that's quite big, quite a size.
It looks like, to me, it looked like it was stuck in the fencing.
Mm.
But it's hard to tell, isn't it?
A friend of mine, Derek, you might have seen him on my Sunday night thing. He said, actually, where that was is a portal.
All right.
Oh my God, there's me there. I thought, what the fuck? Who's that?
What's
me.
that fault about?
So, but what I'm trying to say is, I don't say or do anything.
Yeah.
I don't do it to make things up. It's not a part. I don't need to do that.
Yeah, there's no point. What's the point? It just.
But I don't know if you can see this on camera. Oh God, it's awkward. No, you can't. Can you see this thing here? This furry thing.
Oh yeah, go up a bit there.
That was with the monks, and it's got this big eye. And don't forget, we walked down here. We'd already come on to track 10 at that time. And what the hell that is, I don't know. I'll try and send them to you.
Yeah.
That there is my daughter, my youngest daughter.
Yeah.
We don't know what the hell that is behind her.
Something stood behind her. Looks like someone with an hat on.
It
Not
does.
the hat man, but more like a beret or something.
That could have been. That is where the UFO landed, in this area.
Is it? Yeah, because that's got like its own signs, hasn't it, and a little walkway where it all happened. And
also, we're not far from Sutton Hoo, where they dug up their ship.
So Sutton Hoo, is that an old medieval site?
Well, it's supposed to, yes.
Because I've been past it a few times, but because I'm working, I don't get a chance to have a proper look round.
Yeah, it's
I'm just because it's like a campsite and that there now, isn't there? Like,
I don't know if there is at Who. I'm not sure.
Sure, there is.
But I don't know if anyone's ever seen the film The Dig, where there's a film about Sutton Hoo finding that treasure. Good film, except they missed the main part. And the main part was, how did they find where to dig? He didn't just come up with his shovel and go, that's it.
We're going to dig here.
No, what happened? Mrs. Pretty, who owned it, her friend was a medium, looked out the window one day and saw all these like soldiers.
Right.
Mrs. Pretty said they saw the same, and that's how they knew where to dig. And they found that a boat King Redwald, I think his name, his boat. All
Right.
that treasure. Yeah. But they missed that bit out in the film.
Yeah, the important bit.
Yeah.
Because then, I suppose if you put everything in, it's not based on a true story. It's
Yeah,
then
I mean,
becomes
that-
a true story, don't it?
Well, that was the main part, wasn't it? How they found it.
Now, I'll have to watch that.
Well,
I'm
if
sure
I
I've
ever-
seen it.
Yeah,
Sure
it's
I've
good.
seen it.
Nice little film, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll
But
have to
anyway,
watch that.
it's a shame. So these are on my. I'm sure these are on my Facebook pages. These, but that one of my daughter. That was taken about 8 o'clock on August sometime.
Yeah.
And there's this person, and I've been there loads of times, Andy, with people say, stand by that tree.
Yeah.
I've even
nothing.
done selfies there. Where is it? There's nothing there.
See, that's the annoying bit,
Mm.
I think. Because I've gone to places where other people have got stuff and I've just took loads of photos and gone walking about and come back to load more photos. And I thought, there's got to be something on there.
Mm.
Get home, stick them on the computer, have a look, delete, nothing. But then, like I said before, is it because I'm not seeing it? There might be stuff on there and I'm not picking it up. So I've probably deleted a ton of photos that's got stuff on it and I just can't see it.
But, you know, I'll say that thing on the airfield, or actually probably not on the airfield, it's probably the other side of the airfield.
This one.
That,
Oh, that one.
that one.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is.
No idea. It's strange.
I won't go down there after dark anymore, that's for sure.
You know. So what airfield was that one?
Woodbridge.
Right, I go on there. I've got deliveries actually on Woodbridge.
Mm.
So as you're going down towards the coast, Woodbridge is on your left, isn't it? So you got all the
way you go, go in.
Yeah. So I'm coming past from Sutton Hole, going up, go along, and then I was telling you before, wasn't I? Go to the open prison.
That's right.
I can't
Hosley.
remember the name of it.
Hosley.
Yeah, and then is it Shingle Street?
Yeah.
Which is right on the coast. So I do all that bit, and I've parked up a few times in different. You got the little car parks, haven't you? There's not. So I'm in the big transit van, so a lot of the car parks have got height restrictions on them. The ones at Rendlesham don't, do they? So you can pretty much park in any of them.
You can go into Eastgate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I've parked in a few of them and had my half-hour lunch and just sat there looking round and took a couple of photos, but never got anything on it. I'm so gutted because they're the only chances I've had so far of actually gone to Rendlesham and getting something.
Well, so I'll be honest, there's nothing going on. It hasn't been for a couple of years.
Is there not?
No. It's.
I'll keep looking.
Yeah, I'll go down there. I still enjoy going down here, but it's not as it was.
Yeah. Yeah. So I want to do a overnight there. So what I was thinking of doing was doing a stream on a Friday, finishing at 10 o'clock, then driving down there, getting there probably about 12, 1 o'clock.
You know you can't park in here at night now.
Can you not?
It says no overnight parking. I know, but the thing is, you don't know who's on the airfield. The soldiers on there, don't forget.
Yeah.
Then whether
they use it, don't they?
What they call the old bill, you don't know. I'm just I thought I told you that.
Right.
But people used to park there.
There are bits that aren't car parks. They're just
yeah, you can park out on the street. There's on the road.
Yeah, you've got them little lay-bys. I've parked in them before now, where you get like 2 free cars. So just stick it. I'm not going to be getting out walking around. Sod that. I'm not that brave. But I thought if we get there like early morning, then just as it starts getting dawn, as the light starts coming up, just go out and have a walk about and see what we can capture.
Yeah, I haven't seen much here for a couple of years now.
No. Do you know anyone that has?
No, I don't actually. What they've done, they cut down so many trees.
I've noticed that. Doing a
But
lot of
my
logging there,
theory-
aren't they?
I used to see like what I call shadow people going through the trees.
Right.
But of course, there's no deer either because there's nowhere for them to hide.
Ah.
That's my theory. It's gone very quiet, but I've still had things thrown at me. I've had things thrown at me, yeah, and little things happen, but not like it was happening.
Yeah. So do you think there's a lot more going on there because it's near the coast and it's not as inland as a lot of forest areas?
Well, it was there because of the nuclear weapons. That's how that all come about.
Yeah. Yeah,
And I've
because
been-
you've got all the bunkers, haven't you, at the back?
Yeah,
Yeah, like the old
Yeah.
corrugated shed type things.
and then Orford Ness, which is 6 mile away
Yes.
on the coast. I've been on that Orford Ness.
Oh, have you?
That's a place because that's where they developed atomic bomb there.
Ah,
So you've got that going on.
yeah.
But as for the activity in the forest, in that certain bit, I said to Elaine, if we're going to go meet up, we was going to meet today, but it was raining, not very nice.
Yeah.
We're going to have to go deeper into the forest because I think that's where things are.
Yeah. So what side do you usually go on? Because you've got the side for the Woodbridge,
Mm-hmm.
and you've got the opposite side. I'm guessing the other side's bigger, like Sutton Hoo side.
No, I'll go the other side.
Or the air base.
The air base, yeah. And then you've got across the road, you can walk to Friday Street, which is supposed to be things happening.
Yeah.
And then
through there.
So yeah, you're kind of in the middle there.
So it's at the right place, isn't it?
Definitely.
Yeah, and we need to go there. I've got to. It's not, every time I drive through, I just feel a calling coming from it.
I love it in there. I do.
I'd love to go on my own. Love to have the balls to just go on my own at night and see what goes on.
Yeah, I mean, I've spent over the last 12 years. I've spent so much time in there.
Yeah,
You know, I just think it's just something about the place.
yeah, there is.
I've heard people talking to me. I've had
Yeah,
sorts of things. Yeah.
so do you get excited when you go in there? Do you get that energy rush?
Yeah, I just love being in there.
Yeah, that's what I'm like, and I'm only driving through. I'm not even getting out and putting my feet on the ground, and I just get that, like Christmas as a kid, excited.
And then you get in here and people with their kids on school holidays. You think, oh, go away.
Yeah,
There's nothing here anymore. Bit like League of Gentlemen. There's nothing for you here. You know.
yeah, local.
So local people, I'm not even local anymore. They say you don't sound like you come from around here, mate.
Yeah,
But no, it's quite interesting. It's an interesting area. I think the whole Suffolk is had. You had the witch trials. You've had.
There's everything. You've got the old church. Was it the with the black shrug summit and it? Oh, the devil.
Well, I've got photos of it. I've been there taking photos. Black shuck, yeah.
Yeah, was that was in the church, wasn't it? And it's supposed to have the claw marks in the door still, and there's a black scarf mark on the floor.
All on my Facebook, guys. The photos are there.
There we go. Everyone had Alex.
But I was in Bungay Church the other week.
That's it, Bungay. I couldn't think of that. I was driving through there.
Yeah, it ran from
yesterday.
It ran from Blytheborough Church through to Bungay. Then I went in Bungay Church with my camera, and there's a banner, like big banner with Shuck on it.
Yeah.
I turned around to go out, and something went crash. Oh, God, there's no one there. I'm out of here. And
not hanging about.
I'm out of here because I'm a bit of a wuss when it comes to all that sort of thing. I don't know.
You can't see where it is, so you don't know what you're contending with, do you?
But as you go along the coast up to like Lowestoft, towards Lowestoft, you had the witch trials, Black Shuck. There's so much going on, and Matthew Hopkins, the Witch Finder General, and all that sort of thing.
Yeah.
UFOs.
There's orbs, everything.
Everything
Green
really goes
kids in
on.
Woolpit.
Yeah. And Woolpit, the green kids of Woolpit, yeah.
So I've been through there. First time I ever went, I'm like, oh, I can't believe I'm in Woolpit, because that's one of the stories I heard about growing up.
Yeah.
And it's like I'm driving through Woolpit, and I'm literally doing 2 miles an hour. Yeah, hanging out the. I'm just looking to see if there's anything. Obviously, I didn't think I was ever going to say anything, but just to be in the place where this myth, urban legend, whatever you want to call it, I don't know whether it's true or people say it was, and the locals and all that.
Well, I
And
mean,
there's recorded evidence of it, but just to be in that place,
yeah,
and know that went on, I think that's exciting just on its own.
Dunwich is quite an interesting little place as well. Dunwich is where the town got buried under the sea, got taken under the sea.
Right.
And there was a Templars church there as well, by the way. I think it was 9 churches altogether.
Yeah.
But I go around there. I've been through around there and in the old ruins, and I enjoy it there. It's quite nice.
Oh, well, I do like it and stuff. I said to the missus, when I become a millionaire from the lottery or retire and end up living in the shed, I'm going to move to Suffolk.
Well, get a tree house in the forest.
Exactly. Yeah. Well, it's the thing is, it's like you're right in the middle, because you've got Essex on one side, Norfolk, Peterborough, Cambridge. You're right in the middle of, even though it is coastal, but you are right in the middle of everything.
Yeah.
I do love it around there, because as soon as you're out of them towns, you can be anywhere, middle of nowhere.
Yeah, some awesome stuff going on, definitely.
Yeah. What about Thetford? Have you been to Thetford?
Yeah, got nothing there.
Nothing.
I actually did a gig there once. That was okay, but I've been to Thetford.
Yeah.
I've been in the forest, but nothing.
Yeah, that's another place. I'll let all the cars pass me, and I'll drive down about 15 miles an hour, just looking either side and never get anything.
I don't know. Maybe you've got to be in the right place at the right time, I suppose.
Yeah,
I've been lucky, and
that's it. Yeah, it's like you said, right place, right time. Not really a lot more you can do than that, is there?
Just wander about. Quite enjoy wandering about.
Yeah.
I remember walking down towards track 10 one day.
Yeah.
As you cut through, I could see these eyes looking at me through the bushes. I thought I cracked it. There they are.
Yeah.
These eyes, about 20 eyes looking at me. Dear. I got no. I thought, what's that? What's that? You going to see the eyes?
Is this at Thetford?
No, this is at Rendlesham.
Right. Okay.
Going to see the eyes. I thought, that's it. I've got to get the camera out. No, it was deer.
Right.
What would I have done if there hadn't been aliens? I don't know.
I was going to say, if you hadn't took a photo, you'd want to know, would you?
I don't know.
Mile off.
There's also a big there's a big crater, like a crater.
Yeah.
And again, it's hard to believe, but it happened. I was there on my own one day, walking through.
Yeah.
As I looked to my left, there were 2 Germans, pilots, in all the gear. And they said, we're sorry for what we did and what we were about to do. And they said we were flying a Heinkel.
Right.
Well, I don't know, that's what I got. But then I think they found a Heinkel or something not far from Woodbridge anyway.
Right.
I didn't know that. They just appeared. That's what I'm saying. You can't plan this,
it just happens, doesn't it?
For entities or anything. They just appeared. Yeah. Never seen them since.
So it's a very odd world. And half of it isn't even ours.
Yeah.
That's the best.
I don't know what else has gone on loads of things have happened, but
when I first started doing the Facebook group, and I was getting all like doing a bit of research, well, a lot, and finding stuff on the internet, the most places of most high strangeness, and Suffolk is like number one. Norfolk and Suffolk, it's just what one thing after another after another. Just tons and tons. Is it Oliver Cromwell has been seen?
I saw what I thought looked like him in a restaurant where I was gone there to see about a booking. That's sure. I was asked to work there, and I certainly think there's Oliver Cromwell standing over there.
We weren't waiting for a table, was it?
No. I've gone there because I've been asked to work there, and I thought I'd go and have a look.
I'll check it out before you go.
But don't forget Oliver Cromwell as well. You see, was around that Blytheborough Church, and it's all in that area. There was so much going on.
There's got to be some sort of energy making it all happen.
I used to have shared a little motor sailing boat in Beccles, and a lot of funny things happened on that. But I used to get on there, and on the sort of fiberglass where the seats are.
Yeah.
I never took a photos. They're stupid, and they were the tiniest little finger marks, like they've been dipped in black paint or oil.
Yeah.
Tiny little fingers. I've never seen it so like little babies' fingers. And I thought, what? And I said to the harbour master, I said, "One's been on here." No, he said, "No one's been on here." I said, "Well, I have, because there's things going on here." I got rid of it in the end.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I regret not taking witnesses to this. Not just me sees it. So I just didn't take any photographs. And as we was going down the river one day, someone shouted out to me, "Way!" or something. I said, "What? No one there." Next thing, the cupboard door in the little cabin flew across the cabin. The engine cut out. I turned the boat round against the tide, and the mast come down. And took my head off.
Jesus!
Got the boat back.
No wonder you got rid of it.
Yeah, well, that was another performance.
Right.
Getting rid of it was, Andy, you won't believe it. But I've been back to this place where this guy shouted to me.
Yeah.
Apparently, he used to be like work. They used to have a railway bridge go across the river. One of these bridges that open up and whatever. And he died, and he didn't want to leave. He loved his job, and a mate of mine
carried on doing it.
Yeah, and I think it was him that shouted like a warning, because of that mast.
There's a lot of them. I know they've not got the bridges that open up now, but like you've got 10 Mile Bank and all that, and you've got all the little bridges going over.
That's it.
Yeah.
Swing bridge, that's what I think it was.
Ah, right, yeah.
Anyway, yeah, that boat, I'm telling you. And I went up to recover the engine. I got stuck in the mud in my car, 7 hours.
Yeah.
Waiting for whoever to come and pick me up. When we went to sell it, the bloke come for it. He got it out of the water. Blow me, a battery went on his car. Got a battery. Then the window. Then he couldn't open the doors. The doors locked. I said, "Just get this boat. Go get it away."
Just take it.
And I've seen it in the boatyard since. It's still
really.
Yeah.
Has he sold it on or just not done nothing with it?
I don't think. I don't know. He's still there.
He's probably trapped inside it or something.
Again.
Jeez.
But is it me?
It could be.
Is it just me they pick on?
It could be, you know. Could be some energy you're giving out.
Don't ask me. Bloody Popeye. But do you want to ask me anything else? Get away from boats. I don't really think about it.
We've got 17 questions and about 20 minutes.
Go on then.
So, I'll start at the top. I'm just going to work through them. Yeah. So this one's from Johnny Appleseed. What is Alex's best personal experience with Rendlesham?
I've had a few. One was the voice telling me to leave the ancients and aliens alone.
Yeah.
I saw in part of it, I thought I saw a plane had crashed with a pilot, and I think it might have been the pilot anyway, who told me this. I can't really tell you. I've had some pretty not scary stuff.
So what's right at the top of the list? What's the one that stands out more than the others?
I was in there one day, someone, and it's no good explaining because unless you've been there, you wouldn't know what it's all about. But as you come across from the car park, you start to walk on the tracks into the forest.
Yeah. 2
massive great lights came up, like like them old things used to use in the war, like searchlights.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Whoosh. As we turn round, orange orbs appeared. 4 or 5 of these things. My God. So I went back to the car and there were 3 inside the car. Well, I've been reading about this Rendlesham incident.
Is this at night or during the day?
This was 5 o'clock in the afternoon.
Right.
At November time, October, November.
Yeah.
There was only 1 other vehicle in the car park and there were people in that.
Yeah.
But reading about the Rendlesham incident, there were orange orbs flying about that night.
Ah.
Anyway, so I don't know. I've had lots of things happening there, but I think I've had things thrown at me. We used to get hot stones come out of the air as well.
Oh.
I know I've got a little girl. I used to see her a lot. The little girl that was on your introduction.
Oh, in the video.
In the video.
Yeah.
Yeah, I used to, and she had black eyes, by the way.
Ah. Oh, well, that's one of the questions that's coming up in a minute.
She had black eyes. You don't see her anymore, Tom, because all that's been cut down. But one of Elaine's sons, a few months ago, said there's a little girl here. So we'd seen her. Yeah.
Ah, right. Oh, but right. Well, we'll get to that. Just let me see if that question's there. I did see it in the chat. Right, yeah, it's there. Seen it in the chat. I didn't know if it had come up on the screen. So, right. Next question then is from Rick again. What does Alex believe the source of this phenomena is?
Well, a lot of people think it was to do with the UFOs, which maybe some of it was.
Yeah.
But what you got to remember, in that forest was Boadicea, or Boudica as they call her.
Yeah.
And her clan were there. Alistair Crowley performed some of his deeds in the forest.
Right.
So
yeah, because he did stuff around there, didn't he? He did some of his rituals and what.
That's right. And we was in there last year in the summer.
Yeah.
4 of us talking about Mr. Crowley. And all of a sudden this wind like a tunnel come past us.
Wow.
So he was there. So we've had magic, aliens, plus all the stuff that's gone on over the hundreds, thousands of years.
Yeah.
And I just think it's still there. It's and I see like what they call shadow people, but that could have been something like Bigfoot, I'm told. It could be anything.
Yeah. Because I know there has been a couple of wild man sightings around the area.
That's what that guy comes on, Dorinda and her husband from America comes on my show sometimes.
Right.
He talks a lot about the Sasquatch, they call it, don't they?
Yeah, because they're always seen around near the bases, the military bases as well.
Yeah. And since the trees have been cut down in that part, obviously there are no animals there. And so you're not seeing the shadow people, as I call them, because they're obviously gone deeper into the forest, which needs exploring.
Yes, we do need to go and explore it, Alex.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the phenomena, no, I don't. I could tell you so much, but these orange orbs.
Yeah.
We used to at night. We used to see loads and loads of like little lights in the trees. You know, they weren't like some sort of insect but it was amazing, this stuff. But it all seems to have been gone now.
Yeah. Sorry, Rick's just put up. Maybe that's why the trees were cut down. They've done it on purpose.
No, I think it's a word. Rendlesham's a working forest, apparently.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Right.
So they weren't there for our benefit. They go ghost hunting. So yeah, you think, oh, what do you do that for? But it is a working forest. Yeah.
Yeah. I know they do a lot of logging, because,
Yeah.
but then they're always replanting as well, aren't they?
Oh yeah, yeah. But the bit they've taken down is massive at the moment.
How big do you reckon Rendlesham is? Do you know?
I don't know, I think it's about 5-6 miles across, I think.
Yeah.
I think so. I mean, I've gone in there and I've been lost in there.
Yeah, I was going to say, it must be easy to get lost in there. I know you said, like, they've got the track numbers, like, with the white, with the red number on it.
But then
you've got to find that again to get back out.
Yeah, and as you go deeper into it.
And they're not even that close together, aren't they? I'd say, what, about a quarter of a mile apart, at least.
Yeah. But I will, I was going to go today, but it was rain, the weather was horrible. And so maybe a couple of weeks' time. You've got to go and experience this place or any of these places,
I just love places like that. Can't get enough of it.
Mm.
Keep telling work to just send me there and let me stay overnight, but they're not having it.
Sitting here talking, you can't think, can you? And then when it's all over,
everything comes to you, doesn't it?
It'll come flooding back, won't it?
Yeah.
But yeah, the churchyards, there's some strange things happen there. But Rendlesham, yeah, Mr. Crowley, Boudica, obviously loads of other people have been down there. Somebody actually found a pentagram, that's what they call it, or the witchcraft thing, made out of bits of the tree.
Yeah.
So it may still go on down here. Sort of
shenanigans. I think there's stuff going on, we're just not knowing about it.
Yeah.
Right. Next question then. Does Alex, this is from Rick Allen again, does Alex believe in a higher power?
I believe there's something out there.
Yeah.
But well, it must be. Because like what the information I get, I'm just me, but I'm going to speak for myself. I can't speak for anyone else, can I?
Yeah.
It's got to come from somewhere. And you always seem to get things in your mind, don't you? Or they kind of tell you, don't they? Or get the urge to go somewhere.
Yeah, you get that gut feeling.
Go there.
Yeah.
But if you don't, you're rattled all day, you're niggled all day because you know. It's like somebody, it's somebody talking to you, really.
Yeah.
But
it's someone sending messages to you.
Yeah, I mean, as I say, a lot of people talk about religious thing. It could be, maybe it is. I don't really know, but there's definitely something out there.
Yeah.
Who's pushing me along, because I would never have done this. I seriously, I was so frightened. I would not have been involved in it. Seriously.
So I like that it's scary. I think that adds to the adrenaline. Yeah, it gives you that bit more.
When I stopped playing with bands, I don't know, I thought that's it really. And then 1993 or 4, I bought that Stratocaster. I stopped messing around with that.
Yeah.
And I was indoors. It was a Sunday evening, and it was like someone just picked me up, and I ended up going to Westminster in London, just this side of Westminster, to a jam session.
Right.
It was like it was something go, and I went in there and just started playing my blues stuff.
Yeah.
And the bloke came up and he said, "Hey man," he said, "I've got some gigs in France." I said, "Oh yeah, all right, whatever. I'm not 18 now, you know."
Yeah.
Blow me away. 2 or 3 weeks I ended up in south of France. What I'm saying is, it was this: you've got to go.
It's
know?
calling. The callings, aren't they?
Yeah, it's someone saying to you, you've got to go and do it.
Yeah. There's a reason behind it.
It's a similar thing, I think, with the what we do.
Yeah, it is. I truly believe.
Yeah.
But then I also get the ones like, don't go.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Yeah. And I'm like, but then shall I go because I've been told not to go?
I know.
Never to be seen again.
Well, when they told me to stop the mediumship,
yeah,
after I come out of hospital, I've listened. I don't often listen to anybody, seriously.
Yeah.
But I've listened to them, and I'm doing okay. I'll do this Sunday night thing now. I'll do a little talk here.
Yeah.
I think, just listen to what they're saying. And I think also the COVID has affected me. I always feel cold, and I don't know. And I wouldn't know now because I'm sometimes puffing. Well, I'm okay. And so I wouldn't know whether it was me or them.
Right. Got you.
You know.
Yeah.
Lots of things, really.
Yeah. Well, there's definitely something there anyway.
Oh, definitely someone looking after you.
Yeah. Yeah. I truly believe that as well. Right. We've got 14 questions and 6 minutes. What do you reckon?
I'll carry on. I don't care. I'm not going anywhere.
Right. Next one. Rick Allen. I feel. Do you know what? There's only Rick asking questions. Shame on you lot. Right. Anyway, does Alex believe his guides were from a previous life he shared with them?
Yeah. Hope they like me. Yeah. See, I could talk about. I was talking earlier to Andy about something that happened to me about a previous life I felt I was in.
Yeah.
So yes, I do think some of these people we have shared our lives with.
Yeah. And reconnecting.
Yeah, maybe. But I think that maybe you did this work as well in a previous life.
Yeah.
Or whatever we do. I mean, to be honest, I'm not much good at anything else. I'm a pretty good guitar player, good bass player, and I can do this stuff, but I'm rubbish at everything else.
That's all you need, though, isn't it?
Well, yeah,
I'm
I'm happy.
A couple of things.
Yeah, I know, but I was never really not much good at anything else. But what I'm saying is, I do feel that you whatever you did, I might be wrong, but I feel you've had these sort of gifts of whatever you do for a long time.
Yeah.
You kind of cut out for it. Yeah.
Yeah. No, thank you. Right. Next question. Oh no, it's right. I thought one of the questions are gone. This is from Nickname. She wants to know, where would Alex like to go can't start again. Where would Alex like to go if he could go anywhere in the world, past or present, with a guide, and why? So we'll start off. Where would you like to go in the world, past or present?
Well, I'd like to go up to Loch Ness. I haven't been there. I was going to go this year, but maybe not. Which sounds quite probably a simple thing, but I've been to Scotland, but I've not been there. I'd be quite interested to find out. I would imagine you could pick up quite a lot up there.
Yeah, I've been up to Loch Ness, but it was like we've gone up for the week over Christmas, and we'd just gone out for a drive, like family, so I couldn't really do much.
But you see, I don't know if people know this, but Alistair Crowley had a house on the Loch Ness post, and Jimmy Page, Led Zeppelin guitarist, bought it.
Yeah, didn't he still own it?
He only lasted 2 weeks, didn't he?
Didn't it burn down?
Yeah, that was later on.
It burned down a few times, hasn't it?
Yeah. But there's so much up there, and I'd like to go there. It'd be quite an interesting place. Where would I like to go? I don't know. I've kind of done all the things. I can't really answer that.
No, that's fine.
I'm happy going to Rendlesham. Quite.
I suggest anyone gets a chance to go Rendlesham, then they should go.
There is another forest I went to before I went to a place called Clapham Woods in Sussex.
Ah, right. Well, that's a question. I think it's from your mate, Golden Crown.
Who? So sorry,
Golden
nickname.
Golden Crown.
Golden Crown. So I don't know where I want to go. I'm not quite sure.
Oh no, it wasn't in that. It's somebody else.
Oh,
But Golden Crown seems to know a bit about you. So
really?
yeah.
No, not they are really.
Oh well, I'll put this one up.
Golden.
Alex gets scared if people see orbs, etc. Don't you, Alex? Lol.
Who is Golden Crown? Whoever knows, is that a female? I can't really see.
Is it? Is that Elaine?
Is it Elaine?
I don't know if it is. I can't see.
You wait. I'll get my own back.
It might be. I'm not saying it is, but it is. No, I don't know.
No, I don't get scared. What people see orbs around me? No, I don't want about scared. But I do wonder. I think,
What they're doing there. Yeah.
But as I say, I've had this since I was 4. So people say you must get over it, but I don't. I still get nervous.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Elaine, if that is Elaine, Golden Crone. Find out on Sunday.
It is Elaine. Yeah.
It is, isn't it?
Yeah.
And
I worked that out. I can't believe I worked that out.
You wait, Elaine. You wait.
You don't know your own moderator, Alex. Laughing my ass off.
You wait. we were supposed to go to the forest today, and we couldn't because it was peeing with rain.
It was horrible today, wasn't it?
No, I don't. No, I do. Like Elaine says, I saw an orb behind you on a Sunday. And I haven't seen them. I can't see them through the camera for some reason.
But when I was on yours the other week, didn't she say she seen an orb, but she couldn't see whose camera it was on?
That's right.
Because I've had people seeing orbs doing this, obviously, but then I can only see them when I'm looking at the camera. If I'm like looking around me now, see enough. That's the same with the photos. I don't see anything.
I don't see them in the camera, but Elaine does, and other people do.
Yeah. So I had a few people tell me there's orbs around me. I'm like, it's a bit creepy, like you said, but I can't see them, so I just like nudge it off, if you know what I mean.
That's all right. That's all right, mate. Golden Crown. I remember that one.
Oh, right.
I shouldn't have told her I was on here tonight, should I?
I think she have found you.
No, it's just that when she says, or someone says, "Oh, that was behind you on a Sunday night," I think, "What? Where?"
Yeah,
I don't actually see them in the camera, in the screen.
Yeah. Sorry, Joe just put up. I actually got an EVP on air. I was interviewing Nathaniel Gillis.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you know him, or heard of him, or spoke to him. He's a demonologist from the US. He's coming back on in about 3 weeks.
Okay.
So I asked him a question. I think it's actually Jason Pritchard. I don't know if he's in the watching tonight. I asked, it was just after the break, and I said something about, do you believe that these life forms are not of this planet? Something like that anyway. And So if you watch the intro again, and you've got the 4 people on, and you like it repeats it 4 times.
Right.
That's an actual EVP. What I picked up, so it came through my microphone, and so I trimmed it down to that bit and I've saved it as a little data file.
It's strange.
That is the only one. There might be more, but that's the only one that we've ever picked up on.
Something happened the other week with Elaine, or Golden Crown, whatever she is tonight.
Yeah, Golden Crown.
The Golden Spy. No, we were doing something, and she had some strange stuff come through on the phone. I can't remember if that was a Sunday. Voices. We had some voices come through.
Yeah, I've had it when I've been out investigating, and there's me, the lad that worked with Cop Nathan. We had 2 radios on the same channel, and we stood 2-3 foot apart from each other. On my radio, you can hear "Get Out." On his radio, nothing. And I'm like, Nathan, are you bouncing about? Are you pressing the button? Because at first he was over like behind some trees, and he came over and he started doing it again. Like, why is it only doing it? I turned it off. I couldn't cope.
When you, yeah, my turn. I'll ask you something now.
Go on.
Do you ever get nervous when you're out doing your?
Yeah, all the time.
You do.
Yeah, just don't.
Now, I
I don't
just
show it as much. Well, not all the time. When I feel the energy shift, as soon as I feel that, it's like, really rather be at home now. To be honest with you, it's one of them.
I just saw something go through past my eye. This is
Right.
what happens here sometimes. So something just flashed past. So I don't know if anyone else saw it. Yeah, I just wondered because you know, I think I don't know if I could do what you do.
The thing is, it's like, do enjoy doing it. The main reason I don't do it in winter, like I said to you, is the equipment gets wet and cold and it damages it and it ruins the batteries and all that. And a lot of it's not expensive, but when you've got to replace everything, it becomes expensive.
Yeah.
You're paying 20, 25 quid for a torch, 30 quid for an IR light. That's just one. Do you know what I mean? So if you have 4 or 5 of them going, you're looking 100, 150 quid straight away. So it's not worth it. And then in summer, I prefer it when it's lighter nights because I can see where I'm going. And I'd say 98% of my experiences or encounters have happened during the day.
Do they really?
The only ones that have happened at night, I've had 2 happen at night that I wasn't doing a paranormal investigation. All the others have happened while I've been doing a live stream. So, for spirit I've seen during the day, most of the UFOs I've seen have been during the day. Full body apparitions, shadow people, everything has been during the day.
I must tell you about UFOs.
Yeah.
I came out of Clapham Woods. This was 1973 or 4.
Yeah.
Wish I'd never gone in that place. I was quite ill for about 5 years after that.
Right. Well, this is a question from Ralph Winter. So he's put, Alex, what happened at Clapham Woods?
Me and my mate have been down Little Hampton fishing. Never caught anything. Nothing new there. And in one of the rags, the Sun or the Mirror or something.
Yeah.
They said there's things happening in Clapham Woods. Well, we were near there. Oh, come on, we go. A policeman had vanished. Animals kept vanishing. Anyway, we went in this place.
Yeah.
And I've had this once at Rendlesham. And it was like, I think they call it surreal. It was like a dream. But my mate didn't get this. Found out afterwards. Anyway, one thing led to another. And I started having some really strange feelings. And, I don't know. It just didn't feel right for about 5 years. Anyway, I'm looking out the window where I lived in South London.
Yeah.
And I thought, what's that? And it was like an orange cigar type thing. And as I say, you don't get many UFOs in South London because they're probably trying to get him mugged. But, you know, no, it's not that bad. But anyway, I thought, whoa, what's that? Well, a few days after, I heard bumping up the stairs and I got pinned to the bed, like a psychic attack, if you like.
Yeah.
Well, this went on for about 5 years. And then, so I wouldn't go back in that place again. I don't care. I wouldn't go in there. That's it. It's happened to me once in Rendlesham, at a certain part of Rendlesham, where I've had this like a surreal feeling.
Yeah.
But anyway, 2 of us coming out of Rendlesham it was a Sunday lunchtime. Looked up and there was a massive, great silver disc in the sky. I thought, I'll get my camera. It's gone. On Midsummer's Night, 2017, I went with a security guard who I knew in Bentwaters, and there was 3 of us, a bloke I never knew. It was 11:30 at night, and this massive craft came above us.
Yeah.
And this bloke went what's that? Anyway, all that happened in my head was what you say and what you believe is correct. That's all I got.
Right.
And then this thing went into segments.
Yeah.
And it's gone. And that was at Bentwaters, which is next door to Rendlesham.
Yeah.
Anyway. So I've seen a couple of UFOs. That was close. That was very close. And there's some other things about my arms. Won't go into that now, but
yeah, you can always come back on again and go more in depth on it.
It's quite something. So there was a lot going on down there.
Yeah,
there is a lot going on in that area.
Well, cheers. Right. So we've still got 8 questions.
That's all right.
So
I'm on overtime now, aren't I? I'm on overtime rates, aren't
I? Well, if you are, I am. Right. And I'm definitely not. I don't even get paid normal time.
No.
Ray wants to know, does Alex believe a soul has to reincarnate a certain amount of times?
Yeah, I've heard that.
I've heard it's 7.
Well, I don't know how many times I've got to come
to the next level.
I've been behaving myself lately, but
yeah.
You know, when we was talking about do I take money for mediumship?
Yeah.
It's not because I've got any or I'm rich, because it's not. But maybe this is why I don't. Maybe I've done this before. And maybe I've come back this time. It's just maybe someone.
Maybe you did take money before, and
maybe I did. Yeah, that's quite true, isn't it? And I did see one of my past lives, and it's for another time. This has just made me think. Maybe that's why. Maybe that's why. Maybe that's why, Andy. I don't take money. Maybe I've learned. And
I'll tell you what, save that for another time, because I've started doing podcasts.
Okay.
Right. Well, I know this is a podcast, but it's just a podcast platform.
Okay.
So this is going to go on podcast tonight after I've downloaded it all and what have you.
Okay.
If you want to do another one, and we'll just do it on the podcast and not on YouTube. So it won't be it'll be a live recording, but there won't be any questions, but we can just talk about everything that you're mentioning now.
Whatever.
I think that might work.
Whatever you want. I mean,
we'll
it depends.
What's the worst that could happen?
No, nothing. It's just I've got this thing that I waffle and go on too much and probably drive people nuts.
Don't worry about it. Right. Next question then from Rick.
Okay.
What does Alex think the black-eyed kids are?
Again, I don't know. I know that girl Annie Lane, I must have seen her as well, or Golden Eye, whatever her name is tonight. And she had black eyes.
Well,
but not him, no. I've just sent the picture of the little girl.
No, I'm just looking at that one. I can't remember if it had black eyes or not.
But what race of people have black eyes? Or was it just aliens? Is it just the ETs that have the black eyes?
Possibly. So do you think it could be like the grey of the ET and they're wearing some sort of human skin suit?
Well, I've got a name. Christabel. That's another thing that COVID screws your memory up, man. Christabel Blakeney. I got her name. This was 5 years ago, maybe longer. Christabel Blakeney.
Yeah.
And I did look. I did try and find a name. I feel there was some family around that way.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I can't remember what else I got. I feel she was dumped in that woods.
Right. Right.
And the pictures I've got of her. I mean, I was so excited when I saw this. I put it on Facebook. Look at it! Wow, look at this! And I don't do that anymore. It looks like she's got like a night dress on.
No.
Yeah,
Yeah. Well, see if you can find it. I'll put it up in the.
I've got loads of
description.
pictures of her, but it's finding
Yeah.
because
finding them, isn't it?
I was right back. I weren't using the camera with like telephotos lens
Right.
as such. It had like a zoom, but not that good. So I'm on track 10.
Yeah.
She's down on track 12, which is quite a long way.
Yeah.
And the camera picked her up.
Well, that's spooky.
And then Golden Clown or Clone, what's she called now? What's she called tonight?
Clown.
We were there, and one of her boys said, "There's a little girl
Golden
there."
Crone.
Golden Crone. Where I just guess her name. And yeah, and one of her boys said that there was a little girl there.
Ah.
So, but I haven't seen her for a long time. Well, since the trees dropped down.
Yeah, could be. You never know. Right. Next one from Rick again. Does Alex think all the phenomena is connected?
What, everywhere or just in that forest?
Oh, everywhere in general.
I don't know. I think it's connected around me. Everything seems, I don't know. All my stuff seems to be connected, whether it be aliens or spooks or whatever. I don't know.
I've got a message from Elaine for you.
Oh, have you?
Got blinking clown, you ain't it. Not impressed with you. She's not impressed that you didn't recognise her, and now you're getting the wrong name.
Where do I know? You think I'm psychic? Yeah. I don't know what this should be on this spying on me tonight.
Yeah, keeping around. You're making sure you're not misbehaving. That's what it is.
I never misbehave anymore. I'll tell you what, I'm not kidding you. No, I don't. These people are around all the time, you know, watching.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Seriously.
I believe that.
Yeah, seriously. I can't think of all the things that have happened. Like, you know, when I say things happened, you know, but yeah. But getting back to connection, I often wonder. I mean, do you pass from this world, and then do you get elevated to, I don't know,
the next level,
an alien, or do you come back here?
I don't know. Could come back as a goblin.
Yeah, I mean, I think I've come back, like, far from perfect, I know, but I think I've come back with good intentions.
Yeah.
If you see what I mean.
I've got the feeling that this is my first time here.
Yeah. Yeah, but you couldn't be because you understand too much, don't you?
Yeah, but I've not got anything. I think how to word it. I've never felt anything that to give me any incline that I've done this before. Not on Earth, anyway.
Yeah, I had something happen a long time ago, which I'm not going to go into.
Yeah.
But when you're sitting here doing this, your memory, your brain goes. But later on, you're sitting there and think, oh.
Yeah. All the time.
The mediumship, for example, all this going on courses and training and sitting for bloody weeks and all this pain. I didn't have to do that. That's what I'm trying. You know, it was very quick and
it's natural.
It was kind of natural, yeah. And same with the guitar. Mind you, they know me play. Someone say, but you know, again, it was but that's about it. I can't.
Yeah.
So whatever it was something I feel like I've done in a previous somewhere.
Yeah. No, thank you. Right. Next one from Rick. What does Alex think the orbs are?
Well, we had this discussion last night.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
What do you believe? What do you believe they are? What's your take on it?
People keep telling me. Like I said to Elaine today, if we'd gone to the forest today, in that rain, all we'd have got, we wouldn't know because you're just going to get raindrops everywhere.
Yeah, yeah.
But I've been there with Elaine's husband in the daytime on track 7.
Yeah.
We've got some amazing, what you call them orbs, but some amazing stuff. I don't see it can be dust, especially in the
Right.
outside. People have, like Elaine, have seen things behind me on Sunday night
Yeah.
moving around. Well, if it was dust and whatever, it'd be moving all the time, wouldn't it? Surely. According to what I've read today about this Rendlesham incident with, with the aliens, with the craft, orange orbs appeared.
Yeah.
But inside the orbs, they could see faces. And then the orbs exploded, and there was these tiny little people.
Oh.
Yeah, I've read this today. I must ask about this.
Yeah.
But I think the orbs. No, I think they are to do with spirit. Maybe not everywhere.
Yeah.
I was in a church one day, and we was going to do a circle, and it was snowing. It was only 6 of us turned up.
Yeah.
And this light came round the church, round the wall, all the way round, and then a woman materialised on the platform.
Right.
I was the only one that saw her. And apparently she used to be the president or something of this church. So it wasn't just an orb, it was a light that came round the church.
Right.
So I think some of it might be dust.
Yeah.
But not all of it.
No.
And they also pulsate like they're living. They pulsate.
Right. So like they're organic.
That's the word. That's the word I'm looking for. No word actually, but anyway, yeah, that sounds about right.
That'll do.
But they
Living
pulsate.
organism.
Yeah, like a living organism. Yeah, won't go down that road, but we could one day.
Yeah.
But yeah, and yet they do. They move like that.
Yeah.
So
right.
they've got to be something controlling them. Sure,
must be. Right, we've only got 2 questions left.
Yeah.
So from Rick again. If Alex can choose the next life to reincarnate, what life would he choose?
Well, I'll do better than I have in this one.
I don't know.
If I had another record for a record company, I'd make sure I got the royalties instead of seeing it sold on bloody YouTube and eBay now.
And then someone else flogging it and making the
someone
money.
else flogging my music, yeah. What would I don't know? I'd like to come back and do this, but have more knowledge.
Same again.
And
would you be yourself or would you be somebody else?
I don't know. I don't think I'm that bad, but I'm not that good, if you see what I mean. I don't know. I'd come back similar to what I am, I think.
Yeah.
But I'd try and do it better.
Yeah. Yeah, I know what you mean.
I'm very, I've got 3 daughters and all that, and married for a long time, but I'm so fidgety. So I'd maybe come back and maybe be able to settle a bit better than I, and know earlier on what I'd like to do.
Yeah, instead of I wish I'd have done this 20, 30 years ago. But obviously, there's no internet. There's no the technology that you use, the equipment and all that didn't exist. Or we didn't have.
I think I could have done this 30 odd years because it's been happening all my life. I just didn't know where
to go with it. Yeah.
So I'd like to come back. More or less what I'm doing. Maybe rich. No, that'd ruin it. I think that'd probably ruin it. Yeah. Come back as I don't know. We'll find out. Well, I nearly found out at Christmas.
Yeah.
The only thing was, I thought it'd be fun tonight because I'll go out haunting people.
Yeah.
See, I've got a plan for when I go. So anyone, I've got a few things to sort out. A few people.
So you got a list.
And
A
I'll
little
be
black
round.
book.
Yeah, I've got the book. I'll be round. I'm warning you. And I said
I think that was directed at Elaine, wasn't it?
Nah, she's joking. She would scare me out of it. Get out of it. I did say one day, I think it might have been on the Sunday night thing.
Yeah.
These mediums who go, I can't say this. Oh, I mustn't say that. Oh, and filter all the messages.
Yeah.
I said, be warned, because if you try and filter my message in front of my daughters, you'll know all about it. You've had your warning. So if you don't do it properly, don't do it at all.
Right.
Because I'm coming for you. Won't see me anyway, will they?
Oh, no.
I think I've got something wrong up here. I think I've got something wrong up here, definitely.
I don't like to say, no, more than nothing. It's all good.
Oh, dear.
Right. Sorry, just got a message from the missus saying I have to finish very
yes.
Right, so we'll end it on this last question then. You ready?
Yeah. Well,
would Alex like to go to Cannock Chase if you haven't already? And that's from Joe, the administrator. Joe, the moderator.
Oh, that's Joe who contacts me.
Joe Weeks.
Joe.
Yeah, she sent you a friend request.
She did. Did I accept? I probably did.
Probably not.
Yeah, I'm sure I did. I'll check it later. Yeah, I would like to go to Cannock Chase. I actually drove through Cannock with a truck with an Arctic a couple of times.
Yeah.
But I didn't know about this then.
Ah.
Yeah, that might be interesting.
It's a good place to go. I was out there in end of January. Me and the missus, I was off work for a week, and we was just going days out. I said, "Come on, we'll go to Cannock." It's only like an hour and 20 from mine.
Okay.
I went to a place called Brockton. You got the stepping stones and a few other little bits and pieces, and it's a bit like Rendlesham. You've got car parks scattered all over the place. It's just finding one in a spot that you think looks good.
Yeah, that'd be an interesting.
Yeah. So let us know if you're going to go up. Give me a shout and
might see the black-eyed kids.
Yeah, because that's where one of them was seen. So that's it. We are now done because I can hear footsteps and I'm not getting my ass kicked. So
I don't have that problem.
So a massive thank you, Alex, for coming on.
Thank you for having me.
For you coming on here. Definitely get you on again.
We'll
sort out the podcast. I did notice someone mentioned Gary Heseltine in the comments. He's actually coming on here in a few weeks. So that's all sorted and planned and figured out. He's got a new book coming out, so he's going to be on the show soon. I just thought I'd throw that in because we was talking about Rendlesham.
Yeah, well, if anyone's on my Sunday night, I don't know if you are, 26, I've got John Burrows coming on.
Ah, right. Oh, so it's all good. Excellent.
That could be quite interesting as well, couldn't it?
Yes, definitely.
But no, thanks for asking me on.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, we may see you on Wednesday, all being well.
Yeah, I've got it. Yes. I've got it down.
So
send me a link.
So doing the flying solo one, we're doing it on music.
Okay.
So far, as long as you're on and everyone else, it's going to be 7 of us talking about music.
I'll probably do that next door, maybe on the laptop, and got me guitars and things.
Anyone got any music questions? So far there'd be me, you, Craig Bryant, Marcus Mays. I forgot who they are again. Oh, come on, Joe, out, man. Glenn Richardson from Northern England Paranormal Society.
Yeah, I know Glenn. Well, I've met Glenn on here.
Yeah. Earl Grey and Wild Bill. As long as Wild Bill isn't working the shift that he thinks he might be, he'll be on. If he's working, then he won't be. So
I'll have to get the old memory things out, see what I can remember.
Yes.
Also, they used to live along road from Bill Wyman, I can tell you that.
Yeah. Tell anything like that, that'd be great. Right, so that's it. So that's at 7 o'clock on Wednesday, 7 till 9. So I'm going to have to end this now.
Okay.
So massive thank you for coming on. Thank you for everyone in the chat and the questions that you've asked. There are a couple, I know, Ralph, that you've asked, but we'll do that. I'll keep that one now, and we'll do that on Wednesday. So take a photo of the questions.
So what is this? What is this? What is your channel? What is this?
So it's Andy D Codes, but this show is called The 12th Dimension.
Oh,
the other show
I'm just
is
going to put
Flying
it on.
Solo.
Just so I had an enjoyable evening on it tonight, was all.
Oh, right. Oh, thank you.
So it's the 12th Dimension.
Yeah, the show's The 12th Dimension, but the channel is Andy D Codes.
Okay.
So, yeah,
a bit of advertising.
Just have a bit of a pyramid thing going on with myself.
Yeah. Okay.
Right. So, yeah, thanks for coming on. Thanks for everyone. And hopefully we'll see you on Wednesday. Have a great weekend, everyone. And speak to you soon. Cheers, Alex.
See you later.
Cheers, everyone. Take care. Good night.
Cheers.